What's your type? You should roll with me tonight. You willing to leave with me? Yeah. I can even lie. Self-made nigga, I'm fine. Yeah. Didn't happen overnight. I work, fuck being tired. Yeah. Baby girl fire. Had to hit it one more time. Yeah. She get what she desire, but don't ever think you mine. I can even lie. Northtown nigga, I'm fly. Civics in the drive. 3028, white shy. Baby girl fire. I had to make that bitch mine. Yeah. She riding like tires. That little bitch wasn't lying. Hit me in my DM, baby, don't call. With a winner, baby, no loss. I do what I want to, cause I got sauce. Hit her from the backside, baby, don't fall. When I in my ice on, baby, they gon' watch. Baby girl, my they don't thaw. I don't mind having you in my arms, but you gotta tell me what you are. I can even lie. Self-made nigga, I'm fine, yeah. Didn't happen overnight. I work, fuck being tired, yeah. Baby girl fire. Had to hit it one more time, yeah. She get what she desire, but don't ever think you mine. I can even lie. Need that bitch right here right by my side. And when I come, she gon' come, that's a tie. You can run from the dick, but you can't hide. I can even lie. I got her strung off the dick like a high. She say, dope dick, come get me high. Cause I'm a young nigga with a good vibe. Bad boy, baby, like Sean Combs. She want some good dick, I got stuff. Hit her from the back, baby, don't fall. I know how to handle my fire. One shot, leave a nigga drunk. One shot, leave a nigga drunk. I can even lie. Self-made nigga, I'm fine, yeah. Didn't happen overnight. I work, being tired, yeah. Baby girl fire. Had to hit it one more time, yeah. She get what she desire, but don't ever think you mine. I can even lie. Self-made nigga, I'm fine, yeah. Didn't happen overnight. I work, fuck being tired, yeah. Baby girl fire. Had to hit it one more time, yeah. She get what she desire, but don't ever think you mine. Oh, what's your type? You should roll with me tonight. How far are you willing to go? Oh, what's your type? You should roll with me tonight. You willing to leave with me, yeah. I don't wanna die. Keep the 40 on my side. Run up on me, try. Ain't nobody else but I don't wanna die. Keep the 40 on my side. Run up on me, try. Ain't nobody else but I.
Is that the big difference? Because you got a visual at the end as opposed to just listening to the song. Remember, we was like, oh, the ending was just too long. Like, I tolerated it at that time. You're muted. You're muted.
because you was watching it.
Is that the difference? Did you
Yeah,
tolerate it too?
yeah, I think that's it. Because you watching it.
Right.
Because you watching it. That was my first time seeing that video though.
What'd you think?
It was cool. I like it. I'm trying to remember the first video because I want to say I feel like I like the first video more, but I don't know. I gotta remember the first video now.
There's a different video to this song.
Yeah, he dropped this song like a year or two ago. That's why I was happy that he was revamping the song because the song is so dope. Um,
Mm.
Remember when we first started listening to him on here, I was like, I like Suge more R&B smooth
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
because
that.
of that song. Uh, so yeah, he got a different video to it, and then he has that one. Um, yeah, I don't know. I can't remember this. I think the first video was like it's like a birthday cake. Like I think it had more of a theme to it. Um, I like theme videos though, so I probably would go. Like, I don't think it was as crisp, you know. Real House is a real clear video, so I don't think it was as crisp, but I definitely want to say I like the first video more. But I have to really go back and watch it to be like, yeah. But
See,
yeah,
I didn't even know there was a second video. I just know I like that song. I know that you had originally said I like when he's in his R&B bag, but that song, like when he performed that shit the other night, that shit was dope too. Crowd
yeah,
was loving that shit.
yeah. I fuck with him. I fuck with shit. I fuck with shit. Y'all don't even think he got the video out still. The first video gone. But that's
Well,
cool. I definitely fuck with it.
I would have took that motherfucker down too.
Reek, what up? Reek, what up? Mar, what's up? What's up? Hey man, y'all know what y'all here for, man. This is Bump the Dome. Make sure you send your music and your money. DJ Do Wrong at gmail.com. Send your
The
music.
boy Ty, what's happening?
Yeah, man. A couple projects dropped. These guys Sally just dropped.
Soul of the City.
Sally
Or
Sody.
so hold on. Let me do this again. Sounds of the East, and it's Sody City is what it's called.
Yeah. So Sody City just dropped. Yeah, man. I heard a piece of it riding with OT today. I like it. I like what I heard. I can't wait to listen to the full project, but I like what I heard so far. Shout out to Sounds of the East doing a thing. Spectro, what's up?
You know, it was a shocker is seeing that Kai is leaving Fifth Element.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a cold situation. To see her leave, you know what I'm saying? Kai is a big part of the show. I love what Kai brings to it. I like the show overall, but I love what Kai brings to it too. So to see she's leaving is like a heartbreaking, but hey man.
I mean, I understand you gotta move on you know, at some point in time, but still. The music video special is you send your video and $20 and we play that shit.
Video for 20, man. 10 to spin, 3 for 25. Y'all know how that go, man. Send your music and your money. That's how you get the show started. When you send your music and your money, that's when the show gets started. Yeah, that was kind of sad in a way. I do got a question though, since we here. I always gotta have a question. As far as DJs, because the DJ element kind of left hip hop, as far as like a rapper attaching themselves to a DJ, right? That left hip hop
for a while now.
Do you feel like it need to be back? Like we need to bring that back to hip hop? To who was legendary for that?
I mean, obviously, Run DMC was legendary for that with Jam Master Jay, Fresh Prince, and Jazzy Jeff. You know, they definitely did their thing. You had the DJ for Public Enemy. I want to say his name. I don't remember what his name was, but he was synonymous with them. But you notice I'm saying a lot of old school.
All of it's gonna be old. Salt and Pepper has Spinderella.
Yeah, Spinderella.
Shit, I think the last time we probably had a DJ attached, and I think it's more of what Mar said. It was a producer, right? Because the last time we had a DJ attached was DJ Mustard.
And he took the DJ off his name.
And now he's just Mustard. So he just started producing. So DJ Mustard probably last time we was like, okay, YG DJ Mustard. You know what I'm saying? It just went hand in hand. DJ Mustard, Ty Dolla went hand to hand. Yeah, I'm with Ty, man. Bring it back. Bring it back, man. I feel like it's so much. I feel like the show of hip hop is gone for the most part. Like watching a performance and seeing it, like so. Oh, bet. So bet Tyreek, my fault. I'm saying bet, like you know who I'm talking to. The show element of it is gone. Like so, I didn't go to the Future concert, but Tizzle did, and Tizzle was like, "But you know, even Future them is rapping over their lyrics," and I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Damn, the show aspect of it is gone." Like I remember watching, you know, Jay-Z's Fade to Black, his documentary or whatever, Fade to Black, watching different artists perform at like the BET Awards and shit like that. Like, none of your vocals in the background and being a real show. Like that still happens to them. But when you talk concerts, like to hear this not a part of the concert is like, damn, that's crazy. So I think
So
bring it back for
is
that.
there a difference? Is there a difference as an artist? Let's say that, oh shit, I got a big show that's gonna be at Allegiant Stadium that I'm gonna be doing, as opposed to I got a cool show that I'm gonna be doing at Thomas and Mack. So is there a difference from an artist thinking standpoint to where it's like, oh, it's a small show, I could just rap over my shit, or
No,
it's a
because
bigger?
are we saying Thomas and Mack is small?
I'm not saying Thomas and Mack is small. I'm just talking. Thomas and Mack used to be the place to go to see shows. You know what I mean? To see concerts. But now it seems like everywhere else. And if you think of some of the shows that they brought in, you know what I mean? They aren't as packed as they used to be. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
So,
we're still getting thousands. Like it's still thousands can fit inside Thomas and Mack.
but I guess you could say, well, maybe Thomas and Mack wasn't a good example, motherfucker. Basically, what my point is, if it's a smaller show compared to a bigger
Like
show,
a
do the
Brooklyn
artists
Ball
have a
compared to
different
a Thomas and Mack.
mentality on how they're gonna perform?
Right, like a Brooklyn Ball compared to a Thomas and Mack. Like a Brooklyn
Yeah, let's
Ball
do that.
is a great size for depending on the artist because only hold like 1,000 or something. But I don't know. I don't think it should be. Personally, I don't think it
But
should be.
I'm trying to
So
understand. That's why I posed the question. I'm trying, like,
then
what's
go.
the thinking process? Like, I'm just, again, to me, it's all, and that's why when people pair up with shitty artists that really ain't gonna benefit you just to kind of take a bag, it's still your reputation, it's still your name. Oh, well, that wasn't one of my hottest verses. Or when producers are like, yeah, these are just some throwaway beats that I have, and they keep all the dope shit. Like, why is it that way? You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. I feel like I feel like people put more into it back in the day, and I could be wrong, but I feel like more artists took more time, more shit into their craft, right? Like if we go Super Bowl is crazy. They get they all to Super Bowl. If they on tour, I feel like they should give they all to the tour. Like it's just so much other shit to be brought into the performing aspect of it. But hey, who am I, man? Suge, what up? Suge, what up? So I'm seeing we got some stuff sent. So I'm gonna let Durong go ahead and check his shit.
Yeah, you gotta bear with me. I gotta do the download of a video
All
that
right. So
normally don't I don't do, but I got it.
So another question. Another question for the artist, since there's artists on here. Another question for the artist. The artist DJ dynamic is so powerful. Agreed. The artist DJ dynamic is so powerful. So if you're artist, I know all the artists are trying to find their way into the industry, into the big, into the big show. How do you bring back something so classic? Uzi and drama.
You have to do it with a plan, in the sense to where what would make sense. Why would I? And that's what's important. Like, how could the DJ enhance what I'm doing? Like, I'm not a scratching DJ. So, motherfucker, if I'm there, are they expecting me to, like, let me cut it up on the, you know what I mean? Let me cut it up on the turntables and shit. Like, some motherfuckers want to see that at a live performance. But I think if you're helping with the energy, and I'm definitely talking about live performances and stuff. If you're helping with the energy, rocking with them, hitting some ad libs with them, you know what I mean, or her, like, I think that's how, like, you could kind of set off. You know how, like, PBE Pluto was kind of like, before every song he was kind of talking to you, you know what I mean, to kind of get to the title of his song, you know what I mean? And a DJ could do shit like that during like, you know what I mean? Talk to you.
That's what made me say it, because if anybody go watch Tay Bands perform, DJ Now Later adds so much.
He does.
Tay Bands performance.
He does. Big time.
He adds so much. He calls them out. He do all his live shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put your all into it. Make it make sense. Stick to the goal. Every classic I did, I feel, in all honesty, just my opinion, is unmatched, especially for my age and the shit I've done. A lot of throwback classics. Reek, I can agree. I think Reek, like, why one of the reasons why I went so hard for Reek and why I go so hard for Reek is I feel like Reek brings back the R&B that I miss.
Yes, I agree. The shit that makes you, like, really take it back to when you was half your age, maybe, or shit
Right.
that, you know what I mean? Like that old soul feeling is what he carries as a youngster. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
whether he's remaking a song or whether it's an original, he bring back that R&B that I miss, and I think that's why I go so hard when it comes to Reek, because I just know the dynamic that he can bring to the world. Like, it's something that's missing for the world, and that's what he brings to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I like this. The only other artist that I have in the industry right now that's like that is Vito, and that's because Vito sings a lot about love and not just sex. Reek do a lot of, like, broken love, broken hearted music that make me like, yeah, I fuck with this. You know what I'm saying?
That's because a lot of the industry, as far as the artists are concerned, are on this I'm too hard shit, or I'm a pimp, or I'm this, or I'm that. So therefore my image has to be a certain way. I can't show that I got a broken heart. And I think when motherfuckers open up and do their thing and really bless it the way that we're used to seeing back in the day, it's a whole different dynamic. And a lot of people don't take those chances because they don't want their image to look a certain type of way. You feel me?
Facts. Hey, man, make sure y'all tell y'all people, man, log in, tag a friend. It sound like money. It sound like money.
Come on, man.
Like money.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, we finna get the show started.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Coming up will be a bumper to dump it. It is a video, man, but y'all still have to tap in. Let us know if you bump it or dump it. If you like the video, if you don't like the video, all opinions, please make sure you put them in here. You know what I'm saying? If you fucking with the song but not the video, whatever if you like everything, let us know. We just want to get a video a fair shot the same way that we get the songs, man. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it.
Shorty so self-made. When they see you getting money, they gon' say fake. Say fake. Shorty so self-made. When they see you getting money, they gon' say fake. If I really make that shake, man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cape. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cape. I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. If I really make it rain, make that ass shake. Bone stalking with a real nigga claim. And ain't never been this long since I've been a man. Told shorty come through like bringing friends. I got my brothers with me, yeah, they some damn twins. They like, bet, let me see what they gon' spec. Shorty hit me back, but they kick it, I'm like, say less. Send the address, I didn't need the press. Baby, on the Mother Nature cool, I just want the know. Woo! Shorty so self-made. When they see you getting money, they gon' say you fake. If I really make it rain, make that ass shake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. If I really make it rain, make that ass shake.
Fuck Batman, nigga, I don't need a cape. I'm the plug, little baby, I don't need an eighth. I'm younger money in the north, so I need a Drake. I ain't no cap to save a hoe, bitch, I don't even date. Oh, you nasty? Well, where your tongue at? Oh, you got money in the bank, where your funds at? Cause I ain't never had a bitch that ain't run that. You see the blade, that's the field, bitch, go run Drake.
Shorty so self-made. When they see you getting money, they gon' say you fake. If I really make it rain, make that ass shake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. If I really make it rain, make that ass shake.
Hey, dick too good and she can't ignore it. She saw my dick, my phone on 2%, I can't record it. It seem like every time I bust a nut, she get annoying. Break a bitch like a 1995 Taurus. Baby, I'm a shit starter, where your nigga at? Every time you want some dick, you wanna interact. Is she petty, we be fucking where he living at. I'm on this 2K mod player, kicking back. Hey,
Shorty so self-made. When they see you getting money, they gon' say you fake. If I really make it rain, make that ass shake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. If I really make it rain, make that ass shake.
I don't need a cake. Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. 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 Man, I'ma stay fly, I don't need a cake. I don't need a cake. I don't need a cake.
That is all I wanna see. The way
Let's go in the house in the warm bed, but I can give you the shimmy.
that boy is good.
Still one of my favorite songs from them. I'ma stay fly.
Man, that's my shit. Red Cape,
Like
man. No cape. I think it's called Red Cape or Cape, whatever it's called.
It's
That's
called
my
Cape.
shit.
Kate.
Hey, listen, we just talked about that the other day. I was like, hey, my favorite track from them is Cape. That's my shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stay fly on God. That's my shit.
Oh God. Like that gave me ASAP Ferg vibes when he like, oh God. I'm like, he
That's my
telling you
shit.
though. That is
That's
my shit too.
Shit, man. Hey, shout out to that. As soon as I heard the song, I was like, oh yeah, this gonna be a bump. I was like, can't nobody dump this. Can't nobody dump this. This one the ones.
And if they did, I definitely want to know. I definitely want to know why. Shit.
It sound like money. It
What?
sound like money. It sound like
What?
money.
Come on, man.
Whoa,
Come
man.
on, man.
Let's
Just to let
go.
you know who that, just if you didn't know, the video was 030 Sound, right? So you got Treasure, you got Spectro, and you got Sugar Shay. They all did their thing on that song. I'm gonna stay fly. I don't need a cape. But anyway,
It's a Spectro song featuring them, but it might be the group effort. I don't know. But either way,
that's all. They
dope.
still
All the same.
a collective. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a Spectral track featuring them. Get in the comments, bumper to dumper. We got another song from a different artist. Let's go.
Tiana, you the go.
Be Been through some shit on G.O.D. and it changed the nigga. Stood on all 10, so hell no, you can't shame a nigga. Got a lot of questions, God, like, can you tell a nigga how I need a fucking change? Got a real unwanted lifestyle. Been through some shit on G.O.D. and it changed the nigga. Stood on all 10, so hell no, you can't shame a nigga. Got a lot of questions, God, like, can you tell a nigga how I need a fucking change? Got a real unwanted lifestyle. My heart breaking again. I'm thinking how she lied to me. She said that she was for me and love me. That's when she cried to me. I remember how she said that she was giving all her time to me. Now I'm healing from the pain. It's true, the bitch died to me. She faking like she love a nigga. When I just stay true to you, I fell in love with my demon. Swear the bitch so beautiful. I keep on scratching up my finger, cause I really is the truth. Lost my mind, I'm trying to find myself. I don't know what to do. 8 years in hell back. I swear you would be hardest too. I almost lost my life twice in April in one fucking day. Woke up in the month looking different, but God made a way. I'm hardest, baby. Once I get this nut, now you can't fucking stay like Giannis. Walking down for the bucks. I need my shit today. Hospital have head full of dreads. I know my mama cried, frustrated, crying too, cause all the love, it was a fucking lie. When I was in that bed, I seen black. I swear I thought I died. OTSS had it on me. I almost lost my life. A nigga broken hearted, man. I know you see it in my eyes. I never trust a bitch that love shit. It left me traumatized. Never trust a bitch that love shit. It left me traumatized. Been through some shit on G.O.D. and it changed the nigga. Stood on all 10, so hell no, you can't change my nigga. Got a lot of questions, God, like, can you tell a nigga how I need a fucking change? Got a real unwanted lifestyle. Stabbed in my back. I shoulda knew I couldn't trust her soul. That bitch, she left my side. I shoulda knew she was gon' fucking fold. This shit ain't rapping, so just listen. Let me preach it, nigga. These be for life and watch your homies when you creepin', nigga. I be scared to rest. I thought I died. I kept me sleeping, nigga. Y'all some natural snakes. That's some shit you can't just teach a nigga. He got some hot shit to the face. He kept reaching, nigga. I'm a child of God, but I swear I'm fighting demons, nigga. Man, I'm a menace. If I lose it, I'm on 10, bitch. How these niggas claim they children sliding with they friends stick. OTS be taking trips for you all up in your land and shit. Me and bro get greedy, get in the field, just demand shit. Me and my brother had to recover. Y'all left us stranded, bitch. OTSS, not OTF, but get a family Grammy. Reek that boy my fucking demon. Love it when he got to blame me. I'm Osama with the chopper. Gay that boy a fucking Grammy. Laying in that bed, I seen black. I know my mama cried. I almost lost my life. I swear to God, that left me traumatized. Mom, you made a soldier. It's okay. I'm fighting for my life. I got up and came home stronger. God always by my side. Them boys, they pick me up, but not my boys. I'm feeling fuck them niggas. Stab me in my back. I shoulda knew I couldn't trust them niggas. I'm praying to God for a better life. I'm always clutching. I'm a bougie nigga, but I keep my pipe. I came from nothing. Cause I been through some shit on G.O.D. and it changed the nigga. Stood on all 10, so hell no, you can't shame a nigga. Got a lot of questions, God, like, can you tell a nigga how I need a fucking change? Got a real unwanted lifestyle. Been through some shit on G.O.D. and it changed the nigga. Stood on all 10, so hell no, you can't shame a nigga. Got a lot of questions, God, like, can you tell a nigga how I need a fucking change? Got a real unwanted lifestyle.
OTSS, smooth, unwanted lifestyle. He fucking slaughtered that shit.
Wrong, it's on us.
Yeah, come on, man. Bring them motherfuckers, man.
That is all I wanna see.
Let's go in the house in the warm bed, but I can give you the shimmy.
That boy is good.
Man, that shit was hard. I didn't see your head stop moving the whole time.
Bro, the beat was hard. Purchase the beat though. I do gotta say that.
Please, I hate. Yeah, don't waste a good song like that to where you got the tags still in that motherfucker. That just means, oh, YouTube, let me get this. Let me get this.
Man. But so at first I was kind of in the middle. I was like, I was fucking with the hook. The first verse, I was like, okay, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. But that second verse was crazy.
Yeah, he turned it up a notch.
Yeah, that second verse, he was on something. So yeah, I want to hear more. I definitely want to hear more.
Do you think it's important? Do you think it's important for artists to have like a closing verse, like to bring it home? Like when you have artists that, okay, the first verse was cool, and the second verse or the third verse, however many, usually it's 2 verses, like they just bring it home. Like, to me, those are some of the best songs where you could just bring it home. Like, let's use Phineas and Ferb as an example. You know what I mean? He telling you a story from beginning to end. You know what I mean? It starts off like, okay, where's he fixing to go with this shit? And he tells you different. Like, I love songs that a motherfucker is able to turn it out. Do you think those are some of the best songs too?
Phineas and Ferb is a cartoon classic, so I was intrigued from start to finish. But yeah and no, right? So I feel like your first verse really have to catch my attention. You know what I'm saying? Like your first verse really got to be that for me. So I will more so, but like I said, it's a yeah and a no because it depends on the song. Because like on that song, the second verse, if the second verse was like, if the second verse was just okay, like the first verse, I'd have been like, nah, I ain't fucking with this. So with what you said, for that type of track, you do got to take it home because I want you to turn up on the second verse. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. But I always want the first 4 bars of a song to catch
your
my
attention.
Because if it don't, I'ma clock out.
Skip City.
Yeah. So them first couple bars gotta catch me. With everybody too. When it be 2-3 verses, the first 4 bars gotta be something crazy. Like just to catch my attention. I ain't saying the bars gotta be crazy, but it gotta be catchy. Something about the first 4 bars. How you slide on the first 4 is where it counted. And
if the beat is mediocre, those first 4 are even more crucial. Would you still give those that shot? If the beat is
mediocre, your first 4 gotta be even more crazy.
Right.
Cause then I'm really gonna be mad. Cause it's like you didn't get me nowhere. So it depends. But like if we talking a story, Phineas and Ferb, Vegas Stories, Selena, like Selena is like, I couldn't wait for the second verse because I was so hyped the first verse. When he got to the second verse of Selena, you know what I'm saying? Like songs like that.
Look, I got a story for Cy real fast since he's on here. So when Cy was performing at Connie Peace function a couple weeks ago, right? You came, Skinny walks up to me, right? And he hadn't heard Selena yet, but Selena was the last track that he was gonna do. But you walked up with such conviction, like, you ain't fixing to not play Selena. Like, I don't give a fuck if he didn't choose Selena, he is not getting off the stage without doing Selena. And I was like, bruh, you know, that's the home run track. That's the last track. And I was like, come on, bruh. He what was dope about that is he was like, do wrong. You could pick my set. I got this much time. Like, what can we do? I said, say less. Let me make it happen. And
yeah, man. That's my shit, man. Selena is crazy. Like,
yeah, that sounds dope.
I like music like that though. I like music that
but you sing like you. Neither one of us sing, but we sure singing our hearts out to Selena with that motherfucking song every time, bro.
Like, I was just telling this to Suge. If Suge's still on here, man. If Suge's still on here, I was just telling the same thing. Like the artists that I fuck with, that the music that I really fuck with, like they gonna know I fuck with them because I'm gonna give them so much game that I think is so crucial. You know what I'm saying? Like every time, like, hey, bro, you can't get off the stage. I told Suge, I say, hey, look, check this. If you wanted to perform Kick Door Rumors, we was gonna
came up to me at that time too. See, that's the fun. Hey, that's the fun part when I'm DJing and artists are inside, you know, the place or performing. But that's what's so dope is me and Skinny be on the same page every time. Like he ain't even gotta tell me. I'm already with him on the shit. Like, nah, bro, I'm already ahead. You see what's on the screen right there? You see that shit?
I be on it, man.
That's how it be, man. That's why we a team.
I know it's gonna catch people attention in certain spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of shit that these artists got that I like, but I don't see it being what to play in a club setting. You know what I'm saying? Or when we performing, I don't want to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Reek and Suge would be a crazy match. Suge, I think I got something
on
for
the
you this week,
deluxe
man.
on the deluxe version of Vibe Responsibly.
Yeah, man, that'd be a crazy thing. Suge, I think I got something for you this weekend though, man. Yeah, I got an artist I'm finna take their ass to the studio this weekend, man, and yeah, we're gonna make some shit happen. But yeah, man, the artists that I fuck with, I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like straightforward, really. If I don't like your music, I'll tell you, like, nah, that ain't really for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really sugarcoat too much. Swishmar, I wish he give us more. Like, I'm still on
Why do you think some
earlier
artists keep you waiting?
shit. I be hoping the only excuse is you can't get no studio time. I be hoping you just on hard times. Like, I hope that's the only excuse why you keep me waiting. Cause I'm like, so the question came up since we here. Ain't no money in the thing. Hey, look, if y'all want me to shut up, it's $10. I'll shut up real fast. I promise you. So the question came up on like how much music do an artist have to drop a year? Like how many projects? And I'm like, it could be one solid project. You can drop one solid project in a year, and I am satisfied. Just keep hitting me with singles from that project.
Singles in the form of singles or in the form of videos from the song? From the project.
Videos.
See, and that's the plan with Vibe Responsibly. You know what I mean? We got videos in the works, and that's what like we gonna milk this motherfucker. We can easily milk it for this whole year. If you think about it, there's no reason to drop a video every week. You could drop a video every 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like get 3 weeks out of that song, really get people to get familiar with that song. Shit, you could even go a month. You know what I mean? So you do the math. If you have 15
Right.
songs, you do 8 to 10 videos, and that's kind of on the high end, but you do 8 to 10 videos off a project like that.
Yeah.
The longevity of that project lasts longer. You know what I mean?
It
So
lasts. You could do 4 videos off of a project. Like you could do one a quarter and still last throughout the time, depending on how you pushing the song. Like just keep
why do
pushing
you
the
think that artists drop so much? Some artists drop so much music in the same year. Like, why do you think people
I
don't
think
go
they
in
feel
with
like
a
they keep
plan?
missing. I feel like when you do that, I feel like you keep missing. Like, prime example, and I'm gonna use the artist that I know is on here because I'm able to see y'all, and that's what comes to my head first. Suge drop rumors. Suge drop, you know, he got Kick Dough. He got No Lie, right? No Lie was already one of them songs for me, right?
Yep.
I think when he realized, like, nah, I really got something with this track, he brought it way back. Like, okay, I'm gonna do another video, I'm gonna do another drop. It's the same song, but he realized, like, I got something, like, this can really be a hit. I think artists feel like they keep missing and missing and missing, so they don't bring it back. Reek with Selena, like, this can really be a hit. So he's hitting so he could bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep pushing it in niggas' face so we'll know, like, okay, yeah. Because even if I'm not feeling it at a certain moment, if you keep it in my face long enough, if I hear it enough, it's going to eventually catch my attention. Like, it's going to catch my attention.
So if you've released, and we'll just use my nephew as an example. Let's use Sai as an example. You have Selena, and since you've released 3 additional projects, but you're gonna have a video for that. What, like, why go so far back? I think it's brilliant. I think that video is definitely necessary. But what do you feel like? Do you feel like once you release another project that you can't really go back to the previous project? How you feel about that?
No, go back to the one. Like Selena is the hit. Selena is the hit. Like,
I
and don't
agree.
get me wrong, like I like the other projects from Reek. You know what I'm saying? Like I like other projects from Reek, but Selena is the hit, and the world don't know it yet. So
Straight up.
just because Vegas is going crazy for it, imagine what New York would do if they got their hands on it. Imagine what Atlanta would do if they got their hands on it. Imagine what Detroit, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Like
All
imagine
the
what these
major
other
markets.
places would do if they got their hands on it. So
Right.
yeah, go back. Like we might be going crazy still. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think how many records have came out. Okay, our time, do wrong. Ludacris, Fat Rabbit. Timberland and Magoo dropped that way before Back for the First Time,
Right.
and it worked. You know what I'm saying? Like it worked. Leonidas, I'm glad I just seen him. Leonidas, North Star. I can play that album right now.
And it sounds like it was recorded yesterday.
Bro, listen, non-stop. That is one of my favorite albums out of Vegas. If I had like a top 10 albums out of Vegas, Leonidas North Star is on my top 10. Easy. Like I don't even got to think of the other 9. I know he's there.
Top 5?
And maybe. Like so he still got them songs that the world don't know. Like the world don't know it. We own it, but they don't know it.
Right.
So now that you fed Vegas, feed somebody else. Because I remember when the Hot Boys came out. I got family down south. I got family in
Louisiana.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
So I remember when Hot Boys came out, we go to Little Rock. I'm going crazy for I forget what the song was on the first Hot Boys album. Right? They had already knew the song. They're like, man, that shit like 4 years old. I'm like, what? They like, yeah, like they already own newer Lil Wayne and newer Juvie and all that shit. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking I'm owning something new. They was already on that. Shit, Cardi B, Bodak Yellow was going for 3 years. So it's just so much. Like I think you always gotta, if you got one and the people is telling you got one, you see people go crazy, literally.
You got to give them what they want.
Man, today I'm having a meeting. We talking about doing a big show, and the person tell me you gotta be able to bring out Gang Slide. Yo shit, Gang Slide. I'm like, yeah, Gang Slide is hard. I like Gang Slide. I'm not, yeah, that's one of the ones. I'm like,
Right.
but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you play Gang Slide, if it's a building full of Vegas people, if you play Gang Slide, yeah, people gonna be like, oh yeah, this hard. But if you play West Side, it's gonna get Gang Slide out of there.
Yeah, I saw that the other night. I saw that the other night because the dance floor had gotten scarce for a second, and then as soon as I played that song, like it was like all the I'm not trying to say the people was roaches, but it was like all the roaches came out of hiding, like they all
And look, when you play
and
West Side,
went bananas.
it's a different energy. Like East Guy Sully just said, like you got the beauty of independence is you could revamp something. Like think East Guy Sully already had Champion. He already had Champion was already a thing.
And released other there's a good example. And released other projects and went
Did
back
all
once,
that,
once,
and then the Aces win. He re-record Champion, same beat, everything, right? Viral. Mind you, I found other Aces songs. I was upset
Not as
at
good.
what I found, but
Not
I
as
found
good.
other Aces songs. instant viral. This song is already crazy. So imagine somebody putting in East God Selly Champions and finding the Aces version and the original version. You just came across some whole different territory that you wasn't even ready for. So he just so many extra fans randomly.
You know, Bay Blue, when he did his Raider anthem, it was to the bang song, right?
Yeah.
So, putting together, he told me the meeting went good that he had, and he named some big names too. So I'm gonna keep that private, but he had some meetings out in Atlanta with some people, which was dope. But I did an hour, like he gave me a list of 30 songs, and I did an hour and 20 mix of those 30 songs. Some songs, like, I'm glad he gave me the education, because some of the songs I knew nothing about. I knew nothing about the songs. And I'm talking about going back to some of his older songs, and the mix that I did for him is pretty dope. And the bang song and then the Raider bang, like I mixed those two together. You know what I mean? So it's kind of dope to where you could do that. You could hear, look, this is what I do, but if I need to change it up to something else, this is what that something else could sound like, and it'll still sound dope. And I just think that takes a lot of talent to be able to accomplish that, to pull it off. I guess that's the better way to say it. So but I still think Leonidas needs to stick with the first version of the Free song verse. Isn't that what it's called? Free?
I believe so. The one with Yada.
Yeah.
And Leonidas. Spread out to other cities. Get with me, man. I got you. If you want to spread out to other cities, get with me. I got some shit, bro. I got some shit in the works. I could definitely get you outside the city. But yeah, like even that, even the trying new thing, like Leonidas trying to, okay, let me reuse this track. Let me change the hook. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not mad at nobody for trying.
Experimenting with shit, right?
Yeah, like experiment. Do your shit. Do your shit. But pay attention to what the people is telling you too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just our opinions. Put both out there, see what's up. I'm not paying that song any attention. I'm gonna just take that loss.
I just brought that song up because I was talking about doing different versions of the song. You know what I mean? And I saw he was on here, so it made me think of that. But
yeah,
I want to play something. It's something that recently came out. It's something that so far from what I listened to, and I haven't really dug deep into it, but one that really caught my attention is this one. I want y'all to get in the comments and bump it or dump it. Let's go.
I ain't got no time for buy you Prada, Gucci, and that time for. Yeah, that pussy I start for. Feel like baby king, yeah, I die for. But I ain't got no time for buy you Prada, Gucci, and that time for. For that pussy I slide for. Feel like baby king, yeah, I die for. Hold on, but I gotta be alive for. Give you Gucci, Fitty, and that Prada. Know you got that body from your mama. Fuck it, get to spending off your bench. Commas, take a little trip with you, baby. Go to city of Guatemala. We ain't worried about a damn thing. Got the crib off all the drama. Turn you to a little singer, baby. You can be a whole new Madonna. Beat the pussy up when you get it right. You feeling just like Ronda. Hey, these niggas cap. But shit, I really can't go for that pussy. Fuck it, go Steve Harvey, host me a game show for that pussy. Wet like water, so I might buy me a raincoat for that pussy. Drive me crazy, so nigga I go hang low for that pussy. That's my baby, 4 pockets, but I ain't baby bitches, you stupid. I'm hot spark, but I'm cooler. Out of my mind, I might lose. Count the faces, these bitches the bluest. See my legs for your shark, be choosing. With the game, you a lame, I'm the coolest. 30 with switches, he dance like he Uzi. Buy your product, Gucci, and that time for.
Yeah, that pussy I slide for. Feel like baby king, yeah, I die for. But I ain't got no time for. Buy you product Gucci in that time for. For that pussy I slide for. Feel like baby king, yeah, I die for.
Ayy. Fresh out that block, man, I'm feeling like Robin. She want that burger, so fuck it, I cut it. Booked us a trip and took her to the tropics. Sex on the beach and I'm letting them watch it. Might go to jail for that shit, but I got some money to bail out that bitch. I swear these niggas be telling that shit. I'm wavy like oceans, I well in that bitch. Ayy. Poppy be rocking the Prada, Shawty be innocently. She like Sally, don't you rap? Yeah, but girl, you make me wanna sing. Sody City, Sody Sounds, yeah. She just wanna join the team. You know that I'm with it, but baby, don't stress me out, cause I ain't got no time for.
Buy you product Gucci in that time for. Yeah, that pussy I slide for. Feel like baby king, yeah, I die for. But I ain't got no time for. Buy you product Gucci in that time for. For that pussy I slide for. Feel like baby king, yeah, I die for.
Sounds of the East. Project's called Sody City. Name of that song is Time For It. Bitch, I ain't got no time for it. Bitch, I'm sorry. East Guy Selly, Big Boy, FTS Guapo. Oh, new project has 16 tracks. What's up? We got, can't really count Selly. I mean, I get it. It's a bump for me. What do you think of that track?
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
It was
Survivor.
Cool.
Survivor.
It was cool. It was cool. What I will say is this. I love Big Boy. I love Big Boy.
Yeah.
Big Boy, listen. Right now, if we going Sody, East God is a given. My favorite artist from Sody right now is Big Boy.
Bruh, this A Murray, I think is how you say her name. A Murray.
Yeah.
She hard.
I heard her.
She hard.
I heard a track with her too.
She hard. Like, she hard, bruh. For real. She hard. Like, and I where did she come from? You heard of her before?
No, I heard of her on that album. Like I said, I heard a few tracks from that album. I heard a few tracks. But Big Boy is that's my right now, Sody. So Big Boy, if you ever watch this, if you watch this back, you play this back, right now, Big Boy is my favorite artist from Sody. East God is a given. He's CEO, he run the label, he's a given. I don't even need to mention him. Mentioning East God is like mentioning Tupac when you was talking about Death Row. We know he's the best thing over there. My favorite artist is Big Boy right now for Sody. And I like Sody as a whole. I like Guapo. I like all of them, but that's my favorite artist right now. Shout out.
Mad at that.
Shout out to him, man. The few tracks that I heard, every time he was featured, I look forward to his verse. Or hook or sound. Just him saying okay for me, y'all. Like, I can't wait to hear this. What are you gonna do?
He was dope. As far as the first time I ever saw him perform, I didn't know who he was, the energy he brought, the way that, because he's a big dude, so he had that shit shaking. He had that stage shaking. He was jumping up and down. I'm on the stage because I'm DJing. I'm like, I'm going like, okay, shit, I'm up with you, bro. I don't have no choice.
Man,
so he did his thing, man.
That young dude is cold, man. He cold, like, and I think, like I said, I think Selly know it. Like, as anybody, if you run a label, if you have a team behind you, you got to know who it is. You got to know, like, you it right now. Like, we have to push you a little bit different. And like I said, I think the group, the label as a whole is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I look at these labels, I think of like Rough Riders, right? Like they knew, like X had 2 albums come out the same year. Rough Riders knew this is it right now. This is it. And fucking, and then Eve had her moment. You know what I'm saying? It was like Eve, we gotta push Eve. You know what I'm saying? Like I just salute. When I look at these labels in Vegas and the different labels, I'll be like, damn, like, okay, this one of the artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, it's no knock to no other artists. I think all the artists are dope. I fuck with him. When I same way I feel about my first time hearing Trey Blue and it being, Hyenas. I was like, come on, man. Blue got something. Blue got something. Like it's just certain people who just stand out. You know what I'm saying?
But pretty much outside of those two camps, there's not a lot of strong multiple artists
Camps
come together. Yeah, like the Hyenas. What other camps? Come on, let's talk about it. Because we tell them how they shut you up first. Tell them how they shut you up. They got 3 ways to shut you up.
$10, man. Send your music and your money, DJ Durong at gmail.com. Cash out $, DJ Durong. It is 10 to spend. You can send a music video. You can send whatever, $10, or you could donate and shut me up. So yeah, it's 3 ways. You could donate and I'll shut up. You know what I'm saying? You can spend 10. You can send a video in and spend 20. However you want to do it. 3 for 25, however you want to do it, man. Strong camps. Ooh. Is the Baller Boys considered a camp?
Who is the Baller Boys?
Okay, so they ain't considered a camp.
When I say that, I know Landlord and I know Baller Boy Jay Roach. What other rapping artists? Like, educate me. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm like, educate me. Those are the 2.
Yeah, them the only 2 that stand out for me too. That's hard, right? Because I want to put Hitman them in the thing, but it's just a bunch of people that work with Hitman. It's not necessarily a group effort, right? Like you do got Triple E, but when I think of Triple E, the only standout of Triple E to me is Hitman. Like I think Cheddar Red is cool, but when we talking Triple E, we really speaking on Hitman. We're not speaking on no other artist Triple E wise right now.
Right.
I think Swiss Mar. I don't know if he Triple E brand new. I don't think I don't see him doing a lot, so I can't. Yeah, you're right. It's Sounds of the East, Hyenas. If we talk about Culture House, only person to stand out is Taylor Weeze. Forever 100. The standout is 2 C's. Yeah, I guess I can't argue that. You know what I'm saying? Like Sodi gotta I can say Selly, I can say Guapo, I can say Tay 23, I can say Big Boy.
Now I'll tell you in a couple of months, somebody that's gonna give motherfuckers a run for their money is Fast Money J, Fast Money Cinco, Fast Money Imprint. Like come on, like you gonna have, yeah, Rose is in that equation as well. So like you gonna have like Fast Money is kind of gonna be like Voltron, kind of full. They missing one of their pieces right now. So that's gonna change in a couple of months. And I feel like they had so much momentum before Imprint went to sit down. You know what I mean? They had a lot of momentum going.
But it was only Imprint and Jay.
Yeah, but it was Imprint and Jay. It was, because those were the 2 standouts at that time. But you could see, at least from our point of view, we could see the grooming. We could see, what was in the works. Who was coming? Like Rose was.
Okay, Cinco held his own on Wagon, right? Cinco held his own on Wagon, but we didn't get a lot of Cinco tracks to be like, okay, he can do this. Outside of us knowing, I'm saying the people outside of us, you know what I'm saying? Because we know we seen Cinco in the studio. You got Cinco in the studio. You know what Cinco can do. So outside of us, Cinco held his own. Fast Money Rose held his own. Imprint had a project that was, I'll fuck with Imprint's project.
Very underrated. Very underrated.
Fast Money J project, crazy. So until these other artists give us projects, it's kind of difficult to say.
Has Baller Boy J Roach gave you a project?
Baller Boy J Roach has only gave me a lot of singles.
Okay.
And
so do you need a project? Do you need a lot of singles?
I need something that some type of material. I can't just get you on a feature and say, yeah, you that.
Is there a minimum number that you require? Like, does it have to be
just
an
enough
EP?
that I can say you did something? Like, prime example, Tay 23. Tay 23 has projects, but Tay 23 wasn't a standout to me until recent. You know what I'm saying? Like, she came on as a bar, cool, but then I started hearing her like He's Got Selly shit. When He's Got Selly gave her that beat that she remade, the sample that was so cold.
That I Wish.
Yeah, her sample, just different shit.
Can you tell Jay what he missed?
A lot too. Jay, Fast Money Jay, what's up, bro? So we was talking about camps, like different camps and like standouts. So I was basically telling Selly, we listened to Sodi. I listened to a piece of Sodi City today, and I was like, Big Boy is the standout to me. Like right now, that's my favorite artist from Sodi. So by me saying that, we brought up other camps and who really got a dope camp. So of course, Fast Money came up. And I was saying, yeah, but in the time, it was only Jay and Imprint that was standing out, because although Cinco held his own on Wagon, and no, he got another track with Imprint, don't he? I believe.
Yep.
Although Cinco held his own on a couple features, we haven't really heard Cinco yet. Like, we haven't got a piece of. And now I'm not talking about me as me and Durong. I'm talking about like the consumers. Because me and Durong have heard Cinco do his shit. So yeah, I was saying right now, the only people we can really give it up for is Jay and Imprint, because everybody else is still working. Like, we don't really know what else Rose got yet. We don't really know what else Cinco got yet. Everybody else
but the context of the conversation
was
you weren't Fast Money wasn't Fast Money wasn't mentioned at first. And what I said is, in a couple of months, they are going to be whole. And I feel like it's going to put them on a whole different trajectory. So I would include them in a couple months. I would include them in that equation, because I know once Imprint touches down, I can see the plans just going in full gear. And it's gonna make these other artists and Fast Money get with it, and I guarantee you they ain't gonna want to get lost. So I
think we're gonna be crazy about. So when Imprint come home, yeah, we at the hour mark, man. We at the hour mark, which means we are at overtime.
How we set you up?
$10, man. 10 to spin. Okay. 10 to spin. You could donate
your music.
Yeah, you could donate and say, "Hey, man, just tell Skinny to shut up," and then we'll play something on our own. It's quite simple. I think the standout thing is going to be when Imprint come home. I think it's a lot of people that want to work with Imprint. I think regret, not even regret, my fault. See that type of vibe. I think so many songs from Jay and Imprint has been standing out since he been gone, that it's going to be more people like, hey, man, I want to work with Imprint. And I think that's what's going to make Imprint really go crazy. And I
I
think
wanted to I wanted to work with I
when
wanted to work with Imprint before I wanted to work with Jay, because Imprint stood out to me like
yeah,
that. And then I got to hear Jay, and then I was like, ooh. And that's how he carried himself. I'm like, oh, I can see he's the man. Like, let me holler at him. You know what I mean? And if you listen to the first project, like the first project, it starts off with Imprint. You know what I mean? Come on. And it ends with Imprint. Let's
yeah.
keep it real. It starts and finishes with Imprint. So, I
That I
got a
mean,
lot
that's
of
how I don't come across Imprint if I don't come to the first listening party of the first project. I don't learn who Imprint is. I never meet Fast Money at all
right.
if I don't come there. And then Imprint is going so crazy. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? And
Yeah.
then I run across him, and then then I run across Jay. And although I fucked with Imprint, Jay was like
It's just
Jay.
something. Jay just has that aura. Like, people just have that
I heard
vibe.
I heard that Daddy song, and because I like stories so much, that was it for me. I was like, hey, this is the guy. And then he sent me Black Man, and I was like, oh, this nigga is different.
See, you got that shit too, Skinny. Like there's certain individuals that that it's the energy. You know what I mean? It's a certain energy that will attract you to that person. When I'm
Facts.
saying attract, I'm not talking about on no fucking
Oh
like
yeah,
no funny
we
shit.
definitely know that. We
You
definitely
know what
know
I
that.
mean? But when I'm
This ain't
talking, when
New
I'm
York. You ain't gotta say pause. We understand.
yeah. So when I'm talking about what attracted to me to me as artists was just how they carried themselves and how confident they were and how good the music was, and that goes very far.
Hey,
If you're able to, like, you could tell when somebody's just playing a role, and you could tell when somebody is what they say they are. Does that make sense?
bro, listen. What's crazy about Jay's situation is right. Me and Jay got real history. Like real, I'm not gonna put it on here, but me and Jay got real history, right? Some real street history, right? And Buddy was just so real. It just like I was just like, man, like it's a real cat. And then afterwards, it was just like once we found out how we kind of knew of each other. Afterwards, it was just seeing that dude was just real. He was just solid, just a solid individual. And that was like, okay, yeah, I can rock with this nigga a little bit more because he a solid individual. You know what I'm saying? When it came to even Jovi, even my first time meeting Jovi, right? Like I thought when I first heard Jovi was, of course,
I still
y'all,
feel like bro don't get the love that he deserves, but that's a whole nother thing. Keep going.
yeah. So when I first came across Jovi, I was like, it just is aura. Like he was just a real individual, but he was a standout at one point on that certain track. He just stood out, and then meeting him and learning what type of dude he was, it changed the dynamic of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Some people just stand out for who they are
And that's the same thing with
outside
us.
of music. Facts.
It's the same thing with us. You know what I mean? Like from day one, you could just tell. And those are the type of people that, like, I'm too old to have new friends, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. But
Facts.
you know what I mean? But good people that you allow in your life, you got to keep those people close. You know what I mean? And I'm just blessed and appreciative that I got somebody like you, somebody like Fast Money Jay, that I'm able to talk to on a weekly basis just about shit. You good? Yeah. You need anything? Nah. You know what I mean? Just that type of shit. Just like the same type of shit that, like, for me, being a connector and building relationships, like I feel the same way with the goddess. The goddess is cool as shit. You know what I mean? And real, like, she's like one of the niggas, like one of my partners. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I
for
told
real,
somebody
for real.
the other day, I'm like, listen, man, Goddess is a whole nigga. I
Straight
just
up.
told somebody that the other day. I'm like, man, look, that's a whole nigga. That's a whole nigga. But
Straight up.
you know,
Like,
that's my partner, man. She grew up around some real shit too, so it's different. We had God has had to stay in the house one day because we had so much shit going on in the neighborhood.
but look, I think that's the
I let her
difference though.
outside.
When people are saying oh, you have favorites or there's a boys club or whatever else, I really feel like it's the connection that you're able to make with that person. Like if somebody's real genuine and like you feel like you could help each other.
Everybody have favorites. Everybody have favorites, but it don't that don't be the, like you said, like it's just some people you just connect with. It don't necessarily be like, oh, this my, like I'm showing favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Like if your music is dope, your music is dope. If you're a dope person, you're a dope person. But if I don't know you, I don't know that. If I don't know you as a person, I can't say, oh, this is a dope individual. I could just say, hey man, the music is dope. You know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. Like some motherfuckers.
But I think our advantage that we have, and what I'm trying to get at is the advantage that we have is we get to meet these people. We get to build those type of relationships. So when we do ride for these artists, when we do play these artists, we we do have favorites. Like there's artists that I'll constantly play in the mix, but that's because they're constantly sending me stuff. They're constantly showing up. You know what I mean? They genuinely fuck with you like you would fuck with them. Like I fuck with Lou like she fucks with me. You know what I mean? And that's been since the beginning. And that's what I like about the Code 7 Army is I feel like everyone is like able to talk to each other. Like we had so many conversations not in front of the camera, just about plans, plots, shit that's happened, shit that like learning from errors that we've made, like just different shit like that. And when you have people that you could bounce different shit off of and you can learn from your failures and grow as a collective, I think that's important. And I feel like the last couple years as a collective, we've been able to do that. And we are just scratching the surface. And no way, in no shape, form am I satisfied with what we've accomplished. But I am pretty fucking happy with what we've been able to accomplish for the city. You know what I mean? We don't do this for us. We do this for the artists. You know what I mean? We spend this time, you know, when we ask people to invest in themselves $10, and when they don't, we still are on this motherfucker for an hour and 13 minutes talking to you about the culture in the city.
Nah, yeah, because it's different, man. It's a different thing. Like it feel different. Like when it comes to as far as the Army, like Lou, everybody, man. Like I fuck with everybody genuinely. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody genuinely. Like there's me and Lou. I've been telling people, Lou, that's my sister since day one. You know what I'm saying? That's my sis. You know what I'm saying? I've never approached it no differently than I would. So it's time Lou didn't call me just to vent, man, talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't tripping. Talk my ear off. Like I'm not tripping. Like let's figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like it's a lot that go with this. It's a lot of stress to come behind this bullshit. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, pressure. It's a lot of motherfuckers that want to be the one. It's a lot of motherfuckers that want to bitch and complain. Like it's a lot of shit to go with this. So
Straight up.
when it come to Lou, shit, Goddess, nigga, Jay, I didn't sit on the phone for hours with Jay, Goddess, Suge, Lou, Reek. Anybody y'all see us around a lot? I didn't sit on the phone with niggas for hours and had real conversations with, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever misunderstandings, like first time getting around Jay as an artist, it was so many motherfuckers talking damn near reckless about me to Jay. Me and Jay just sat on the phone, had real conversation where he said, man, niggas was trying to say this, niggas trying to say this, niggas was trying to say that. Like, nigga, man, look, bro, I'm straightforward. If I don't like you, nigga, I'm not gonna even play with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we had these conversations, like, so having them conversations with motherfuckers is where it's at. Yeah, God didn't talk my ear off. Like, I've talked to niggas for hours, like, because of it go beyond this. Like, nobody has gave me enough money to feed my family for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's definitely not about the money. I ain't got nowhere near rich from this motherfucker.
At
Shit,
all.
see, I was in a whole nother.
Probably invested more money than you've seen back.
I've definitely didn't invest in more money than I didn't got back.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
But I believe in what's going on. Like, I believe in what we got. And I said this plenty of times. Like, I believe in what we got. I put my everything into this. I believe in it. When I talk to Lou, like, I tell Lou all the time, like, look, sis, you got this. Like, you're going to be huge. You know what I'm saying? You got something special. You got something that nobody else got. Like, being authentic is hard in a copycat world. It's hard. It's hard because it's so many people that don't believe in you and like, they don't, since you're doing something so different, they don't know how to take it. But then you get the motherfuckers that might be bigger than you or a bigger platform to take what you're doing and apply it to what they're doing because they already got the fan base for it. Like, it's different. So it's conversation with her, like, you got it. I've been telling Goddess since I seen her rap in the car, like, you are it. Now, whatever it takes to turn you into that is what we're gonna do. But you got it. Jay, same shit, man. You got something. Do your livest shit. You got it. Spit a P, Trey Black. The names can go Herbo. You know what I'm saying?
Look, and I wanted to be mentioned in a conversation like that for so many years as a rapper, and to be able to be on the flip side and be in a position to
Connie P grew on me crazy too. Go ahead.
Just to be in a position to where it's like, okay, the rapping shit could be on the back burner. I ain't tripping off that shit. This DJ shit is fun. It gives me opportunity to connect people that wouldn't normally necessarily connect and be on a song. It gives me opportunity to play people's music. You know what I mean? It's like everything that I ever wanted for myself. It's everything that I apply for the artist that's out here. And when you have a DJ, and that's why I stand out, because that's my thinking process. Other DJs, I put my money on it, don't have that same type of thinking process.
Nah, because everybody else is thinking like, and that's why this shit come together differently. Like, I told Connie P, you know, like, hey, like the shit Connie P did, like, it grew on me. And like me seeing her passion for it made me want to go harder for her. Like, made me want to look out a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving up my rap dreams, Duro. Blue so funny.
Don't ever do that.
But yeah, so when it came to us, it was like everybody seen past the money. You know what I'm saying? Because like it was like when me and you first connected, I'm like, you already doing something crazy. Because mind you, I go listen to your first project. It's plenty of Vegas artists on there. So for me, it's like you're already doing something crazy. Let me attach myself to what you got going on, and let me show my people what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's expand what's going on. I feel like in any situation, I could attach myself to any DJ. You could attach yourself to any influencer. You know what I'm saying? We could all attach ourselves to anybody, but this is what made sense. Like, this is what made sense. Nobody was thinking about the today money. We was thinking about the longevity, like what we will build. Like, when the money come, it comes. But what we've built is gonna be worth way more than money.
Right, straight way more than money. And that's why we do what we do. And when I say we, not just the two of us that you see on your screen right now. You know, I'm talking about everybody who we have come in contact with. You know what I mean? It whether you're an artist, whether you're an influencer, whether you're a content creator, whether you're a DJ, whatever it may be, like we have enhanced motherfuckers' lives, so to say. Look, I pulled Connie over to the side, you know what I mean, when a DJ didn't show up or come through. One thing about me, and let me look in the camera. One thing about me is I'm too old to play games. I got 4 kids. You feel what I'm saying? I got 4 kids. So if I tell you that I'm gonna be there, I'm not gonna run late. You know what I mean? If I tell you that that's what it's all about to me, is like my word is my bond. That's why I used to go by Days Bond. Like it was deeper than that, but bond, I just like, it means a lot to me to be able to do what I say. You know what I mean? Not to just talk it. I got daughters that I gotta like show what a man is all about. You know what I mean? So therefore, when they fuck with these loser ass motherfuckers out there, they gonna know that they losers because they daddy was a stand up man, and they were able to see that. You know what I mean? So
all my daughters are gonna be gay, but I feel you.
You stupid.
All my daughters have to find another girl.
Shit.
I ain't working on 4 lesbians.
That went left. I was not expecting that. But yeah, shit.
I will show you a real man, but I hope one of us.
Hey,
I hope that'll turn you into a real stud.
Let me just finish what I was saying. Like, I took Connie P to the side and I was like, look, if you ever need me, like, I'm here, like, and I'll do what I say I'm gonna do. You'll never have to be like I don't overbook myself. You know what I mean? Like, I use what they call that calendar in your phone, and I put shit in there, and like if I'm booked, I'm booked, and that's with you. You know what I mean? So again, we are stand-up people. We wouldn't have the reputation. Like, our reputation means a lot to us individually and as a collective. And that's really all you could build off is your reputation. And if you got your name out there and there's smut on your name, as you know, Fifth Element says all the time, then there's something wrong with you. I'm glad there's no smut on our names, and it's just a great thing to be out and about and get the love that we get from people just because of what we do. And those are the people that recognize we do what we do for them. And I just love those moments. So let me get off my perch.
Facts, man. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling, man. So this is or was. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I talk long enough to get y'all to send some money. I said, oh, gonna get off here. It sound like money. It sound like money.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
All right, I got something exclusive. And I always love when the artists that are tuned in send some exclusive shit. You're gonna be able to tell who it is right off top, but I need y'all to get in the comments and let this artist.
Never stop sending me music to my DM.
What happened?
I say Connie P said, Skinny, I knew I would grow on you eventually. I wasn't gonna stop sending my music to your DM.
But that's the smartest move that you can do. And that goes for any artist that participates in this show, especially the artists that get their music dumped. You know what I mean? Don't let that dumps, like, don't be like, damn, Skinny and Duron don't fuck with us. Because we're only one vote, to be honest with you. We don't really matter in the equation. We're gonna give you feedback. We got voice, but it's the people who tune in that's gonna give you that feedback. Some of them are haters. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them are.
Facts. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Hey, get in the comments, bump it and dump it. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Young Toy.
I just wanna know why it takes so long. Standing by the mirror, putting makeup on. Every time I'm with you, I be in my zone. Feelings that I have for you are way too strong. I just wanna know why it takes so long. Standing by the mirror, putting makeup on. Every time I'm with you, I be in my zone. Feelings that I have for you are way too strong. Shawty wanna ride with me, so we gas it up and hit the freeway. Popping out naked, I ain't tripping, it should be day. Shawty flicky on that kitty like a DJ. I'm just tryna spin with her on replay. You my one wish, sing to you like Ray J. Hit the race for your love like TK. Finna go down on your baby like Mayday. Ay, I just wanna know why it takes so long. Standing by the mirror, putting makeup on. Every time I'm with you, I be in my zone. Feelings that I have for you are way too strong. I just wanna know why it takes so long. Standing by the mirror, putting makeup on. Every time I'm with you, I be in my zone. Feelings that I have for you are way too strong.
You got me feeling, can't find no oh, take me somewhere far away from here.
Something like that.
Ayy, finna slide on you like a zip line. And I ain't finna tell nobody I ain't 6'9". Ayy, automatic when I bust like a Tech 9. Manny Fresh and Birdman, girl, I'm big time. Ayy, shell on my body like it's two of me. I celebrate inside that kitty like it's Jubilee. Ayy, she love East God and Sunny P. So I don't really give a damn what you say to me. Ayy, I love it when you act shy, but you know you ain't. I love it when you say you leaving, but you know you can't. And know that bullshit numbered up, girl, that's just never game. I'm finna sweep you off your feet, this ain't no hurricane. She said what you like about me, I said everything. And let's go shopping, baby, go cop you some Bear Wine. Playing with my dreads, I feel like I'm Lil Wayne. Arms up in the building, going inside. It takes so long. Standing by the mirror, putting makeup on. Every time I'm with you, I be in my zone. Feelings that I have for you are way too strong. I just wanna know why it takes so long. Standing by the mirror, putting makeup on. Every time I'm with you, I be in my zone. Feelings that I have for you are way too strong.
East God Selly in my zone. I believe March 3rd is the day that project comes out. Could be wrong, but I'm probably right. March 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
That is all I wanna see.
Let's go in the house in the warm bed, but I can give you the shimmy.
That boy is good.
In my zone. I like that
Man,
shit.
that's a hit. That's one of them ones. That sounds like a hit. Like it sounds like something that should be big everywhere.
You see me over here trying to quarterback something? You see that last comment? You see that last comment? I'm over here trying to quarterback something, sir. You know, that's what I do. I happen to say I could see Sugar on the remix, and he was like, I definitely need to get you on the R&B album. I got something you can slide on for show.
Them niggas is so cold. Like Selly is another. I be telling people my cheat. Like Landlord is a cheat code. Selly is a cheat code.
Straight up.
Taylor Louise is a cheat code. Like
straight up.
Code. Suge is becoming a cheat code. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Selly a cheat code because he can rap. He can produce. He can write.
He's got that charisma.
He hear, you know what I'm saying? Like he hears what's supposed to be there. Lou's a cheat code. But because Selly is also a producer, he can hear the sounds that need to be put inside of the track, and that's why he been able to make himself a valuable instrument every time. And that makes you a cheat code because the you don't necessarily have like Selly can rap. Like he can rap with the best of them. You want to go bar for bar with Selly, he's going to out bar you.
Straight up.
But you want to create a good song, he knows how to dumb it down and make it sound great.
He knows the structure. He knows good hooks. He knows how to capture your attention right from the beginning. Like he's an overall artist. That's why he's the head of, Sodi City. Shit.
Facts. Like, oh man, yeah. Selly is one that like that song is. And I think I said this when Connie P put together a thing like. And I'm always say it every time, man. When it comes to these type of artists, the only thing I ask is when y'all are in position to perform, man, get your set together. Because
very important.
I felt like when they did the R&B thing with Connie P, Selly is a dope ass artist. And I felt like that crowd that didn't know him didn't get to meet him. Because so many of us didn't know the records. We didn't know the songs. And we was listening so hard to try to hear the song that we didn't get to give the energy that we will give a Selly when we know the record.
Right.
So I feel like the people that didn't know him didn't get to meet him that night. So that's something to think about as an artist, man. Like, have that there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Selly done so many dope ass shows. So it's
look here. Let me tie.
If you've never seen Selly perform, get March 8th, man. Be there. Be there March 8th.
Let me tie something into your question from earlier when you asked about the importance or how you can bring a DJ back in that sense. So imagine just because the type of songs that Selly has, imagine instead of having a show mix, and I'm not selling myself at all. Imagine not having a show mix and you actually have a DJ there that's able to allow you to talk in between the songs so you could build a connection with your audience. You know what I mean? So you can help them get to know you a little bit better. You can help them see your personality a little bit better. I think that's important. And that's why it's good to have a DJ that is DJing any of your sets, whether it's a small show or a big show, because now what if you have 6 to 10 minutes to perform? You can't really tell your story in that amount of time? Or here's a question for you. How do you tell your story in that amount of time and include a DJ or be able to talk to your people? How do you do that, Skinny?
How do you tell your story in a short amount of time?
Yeah. Because I'm over here saying, yeah, you should have a DJ. That's how you can bring them back. You can pause the tracks. You can talk to them. Like again,
I think a DJ is important because of the comfortability of a DJ, right? Like most time people hit me like, hey, man, I want you to host a show. I'll be like, all right, you got to get my DJ. And most time they're like, oh, man, I can't afford that or I can't do that. And I'm like, well, you can't get me. You know what I'm saying? Like because of my comfortability with you as a DJ makes me a better host. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell like Lou is the best host in Vegas. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Lou is the best host in Vegas.
I miss her performances during the shows, but we'll get to that on another show.
I'm bringing Lou back, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all when, but I'm bringing Lou back. So yeah, like for an artist, same thing. Like someone that you're comfortable with, like, hey, DJ, cut that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but your music got to tell the story. Something like you have to be able to, in a sense, I have to be able to grab the crowd. Like what Tay Bands do is he play old music that the crowd knows when he come out and they can fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And they can fuck with it. And then when it comes to like prior Selly, Selly Halloween Ninja Karaoke performance. We was all there, right?
I was a DJ, right?
Yeah, Ninja Karaoke. He introduced us to if you never knew who Selly was at that moment, it was
Wolfman
like,
Jack.
man, come on, man. Wolfman Johnny, like
Johnny, that's what it was. Wolfman Johnny.
Introduce you to that, like it was like, oh, this guy's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I appreciate these niggas so much, man. And I appreciate Selly so much because Selly don't mind trying. He don't mind, like, you have to take a risk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Contrary to what other motherfuckers say.
Right.
You got to take a risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, what Selly said was right. Yeah. But yeah, man. So when you come to if you got 6 minutes, 5 minutes, let the people know who you are. Like, get their attention. You know what I'm saying? Dizzy Live, prime example. Dizzy Live and saying, man, hands up, making the crowd get into it and start putting that energy out there. You know what I'm saying? It changes the dynamic. Fast Money J do it. He's got Selly do it. Connie P, I don't think you get right to your songs. You give the energy too. You give the energy too. Yeah, man. It's different. That's why I can't wait for the world to see. Man, listen. March 25th. Let me say that before we get up out of here. March 25th. I will be in Arizona. I am judging a stage. Connie P is on my stage. A couple more artists will be on my stage, man. For the most part, I'm trying to bring as much as Vegas as I can to get on stage. All the details and shit, that's them. I don't know that part. I just know that I'm going out there and I'm doing what the fuck I do. If you want to get out the city, man, get out the city, go out there and show somebody else why you deserve the money that you deserve. Because I feel like all these artists are going to be similar to, I feel like, well, not all, a lot of you artists are going to be here for the rest of your lives. But a lot of these artists, the artists that I really fuck with, the artists that I really see the potential in, not just the ones who I've seen perform like at my events, the ones I've seen perform at other events, them artists are like gonna be worth the. Future just came out here. I heard he charged they ass $750,000.
Holy shit.
So I just can't wait till our artists can say, hey man, it's $50K to put me on stage. Like, I know it's coming. I know the 50Ks, the 100Ks, the 200Ks. I know it's coming, man. So man, big shout out to the city, man. That's just all I really want to say. Big shout out to y'all. We are in overtime. We've been in overtime. Me and Duron talked our way up to get another $10 last time. But hey, this is Bump It or Dump It. Every Tuesday and Thursday. We will be back on Wednesdays, man, at Sin City Seafood. Next Wednesday, if you want to set that up, Duron, we can be there. Bump It or Dump It live experience. Y'all have to pull up, though. Y'all have to pull up. You have to pull up. Tell your friends to pull up. All that good shit, man.
I mean, I'd like to know from the artists that are tuned in, the people that are tuned in next Wednesday, what time? 9 o'clock? Is that what time 9:30? I want to know who, like, are you gonna show up?
I would like to start at 8:30, so I would like for the artists to pull up early. I would like to start, because of the live experience, I would like to start at 9 or 8:30 or 9.
Yeah, that's better.
Because it's Sin City Seafood, she be trying to kick us out about 11 o'clock. But if we already good and going, we can go ahead and rock. So, man,
if we give her a reason to stay, that's the whole point. If we give her a reason to stay, then we good. But We just need everybody's help. You know what I mean? We do this for y'all. Like I've been saying, like I always say. So show up, show out next Wednesday.
When I get these when these venues reach out and whatever, like I get them in hopes that we can keep them. But if y'all don't show up, if y'all don't be a part of it, there's no way for me to do it. I'll be at the shop still at 8. Okay, get there at 9.
Yeah. Now what?
Yeah. Look. So yeah, man. With that being said, this was Bumper the Dumper. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all Wednesday. We'll probably see y'all Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yeah. Let me go ahead and cut out. Let me cut out.
Deuces.
It's Las Vegas Boulevard. On the station that's first.
Yeah, we first. We first. Homie, we first.
On your FM dial. 88.1